from the lighter side of pest control. This is the Tales from the Crawl Space podcast with your hosts, Jack and Brad.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Tales from the Crawl Space International episode, Part 3.
Greetings, boys, girls, and cheese bags everywhere. We are finally back after a trip to Indiana and back, and an amazing Brit Floyd show, an orgy of beef, and a little bit of time off. Tales from the Crawl Space podcast is back, and we're back in a big fucking way with the international episode, Part 3. And across the miles and across the smiles is Mr. Brad Harvey. How are you, Brad?
I am the orgy of beef that he was referring to, by the way. And, yes. Jack, man, it's good to see you again. I'm doing great. Been a long week, and I'm sure our five wonderful hosts or guests can attest to that. It's been a long week, so I'm looking forward to having a nice chat with everybody. Jack, I hope you're doing good.
I am, and you were kind of right, because one of the people here was a host, was a guest host with me.
A host, yes, a guest host he was, yes.
Andries just jumped off here. Hopefully he'll come back. I'll wait for him.
God, man, we're only 1 minute into the show, and we've already pissed somebody off to the point of leaving.
Yeah. Well, you go ahead and flap your gums for a second. I'm going to tell him to get back on.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let's introduce the survivors here. So, of course, we've got the one and only Rodney Bruhm over here from Nova Scotia. Is returned once again, and he is fit and ready to rock. So, Rodney, how you been, man?
I have been getting the shit kicked out of me this summer with yellow jackets, mice, rats, ants, you name it. But life here in Nova Scotia is sweet, brother. It is sweet, and I'm so happy to be back. Thank you all.
And we're glad to have you, Rodney. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And also want to introduce, once again, he's been on the show a couple times. Is actually our newest member of the mod squad at Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group, Dave Lyon. Dave, welcome to the show again.
G'day, everyone. Glad to be here.
Hey, we're glad to have you, man. Everything going all right down there, down under?
Yeah, we're starting to head into spring, so things are starting to get busier now. Like, I did 3 termite jobs this week, so got absolutely hammered this week, so it was good.
Outstanding. So, and then let's fly across the other side of the globe, and another recurring member of another recurring guest on the podcast is the one and only Mario Filipi. Mario, welcome back, my friend. It is great to see you again.
It's great to see you again, guys. Thank you for having me again.
First time face to face too. The first time face to face.
Last time,
yeah, it is. Yeah, you actually got it, and your picture's coming in really nice.
And he's got his Tales from the Crawl Space shirt on too. Look, fucking rocking the Tales from the Crawl Space shirt. Look at that shit.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the man right there. We're hosts, and we're not even fucking wearing them. So that tells you right there. There is a diehard Tales from the Crawl Space badass right there. So glad to have you back, buddy. And let's run back across. Let's play pinball with the shit and go to Cape Town, South Africa. Andries, I hope I'm pronouncing your first name right. Lingenfelder. Yeah, I can't even get Nina Jenkins out right, but I can get your name out. Oh man! So first time on the show, so we're thrilled to have you, Andries, and so buckle up for a hell of a ride today. And last and certainly not least, the good old United Kingdom is our good buddy and host of his own podcast, Pest Perspectives, Shaun Muller. Shaun, welcome to our show again.
Thanks for having me on. How you doing?
We're doing great.
Doing awesome. Good to see you.
And quite frankly, Jack and I are stunned that you actually agreed to come on the show again due to the fact that we just totally wrecked your show last time we were on it.
Well, actually, it weren't too bad compared to the Beauties and Beasties.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
That was like a mission. You were like, how many minutes in can I derail it completely?
And we did a good job too. We did.
The funny thing was, they acted like they loved it.
It was a really popular show.
God knows what they said to you, but boy, oh boy, man, No, actually, we had a good time on both of those shows. As a matter of fact, I think there's only one show that we're absolutely, utterly banned from, but it didn't have anything to do with pest control, and we won't get into that.
I bet you for Beauties and Beasties, that's the only time on their show they'll ever hear the word penis.
That's right. Yeah, but it's not the only time you'll ever hear on our show.
No, Shaun was in the chat typing, "Say it, say it, say it."
He's like butthead over
there. Wouldn't know what you meant when you suddenly say it. Say it. I was like, I'm messaging you. Say it. Say it. Most of them wouldn't know what the hell's this guy on about. Why he just said that?
Then I whipped it out, and everybody's like, "Oh, I get it. Now I understand."
Right, yeah.
Here comes the penis.
All of a sudden, it came to light. Shaft of light emerged from the heavens.
No, the shaft emerged, just not from the heavens.
Not from the heavens.
like a fucking eclipse.
It is a nice penis. It is a really nice penis. And see, I got it in early on the show today, so Candace will be happy.
You absolutely did.
Candace will be very happy. Now, aren't we do an international episode about what? I'd say once a year, really. I think we did we did a double header a couple of years ago, I think. Did we, Brad?
We did. Yeah, I believe so.
2, 3, 4. We're missing Shaun. Where'd Shaun go?
Shaun!
Oh, here he is.
Okay.
There he goes.
Back from the depths.
Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to add that we're live, but where's all the chat, man? Come on, folks, let's have it.
Let's see. We got 4 people on right now, just listening and lurking. So
they're lurking. They're waiting. They're actually waiting for us to say something interesting, and then they'll chat. So I guess we've been bored shitless.
Well, one of them is Jenny, because she messaged me saying, "I'll see you in 5 minutes." So she's watching.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to my my good buddy at the Scarlet Letter, Jen Shea. If you're listening, if you actually were able to make it onto the website to catch us, good to have you here. Love you.
Definitely good to have you. And whoever's in there in chat, good to have you here. And if you're not on chat, you listen to it later. Go ahead and fuck all the way off.
Hey, there you go.
Fuck all the way off.
All day, all night. Fuck off. Man.
This is my Tuesday or Wednesday morning long drive indulgence. I always save it up for when I've got that long ass drive, an hour and 15 minutes. I'm like, what are we going to listen to this morning, Rod? Well, we're going to listen to the TFTC podcast, motherfucker. And there we go. We're just going to cruise on through, smoke a couple darts, and there we go.
Oh, shit. So...
buddy.
Man. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. And that does my heart good. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It does our heart good, brother. Like, this is amazing. It does our heart good because it gives people like me an outlet. Gives people like me something to be like, fuck, there's other people out there that get what I'm going through daily. And it's fucking beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
I love that.
The ones that kill me is I'll get a DM from somebody saying, "Hey, I was there. She is. There's old Jenny. Thank you, Jenny.
Jenny, lady.
But I'll get a text from somebody saying, "Hey, in the podcast you did back in 2023, you were saying blah blah blah. What do you mean?" I was like, I don't fucking remember. I wish I did. I give you an answer, but. It's like, Christ, that was 2 years ago. You know, I've moved on. I've had other problems.
Yeah, a listener that goes by the name Sancho. One time he reminded me of something that I said a few years ago. He's like, man, I found it really inspiring and it's really helped me get through things. I'm like, I've got no idea what you're talking about. And he had to remind me. I'm like, oh, I know I said that. I don't remember when I said it. So, well, international pest control. I know that we're thinking about doing a series of pest control in the United States, state by state, and I think that's going to be a good series of shows. But I remember Mario talking to us about having a bunch of yellow scorpions. Mario, didn't you have an issue with yellow scorpions for a while?
Yeah, we still have yellow scorpions all over the place. It's a
holy
massive,
shit, man!
It's a massive, it's a massive infestation, and it's coming.
How big are they? How big do they get?
Sorry,
how big? How big?
Yeah,
like this.
How big do the yellow scorpion get?
But they are very harmful. You know, there are only females. They reproduce by themselves. They don't need males to reproduce, so they're
asexual.
fast and fast.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I bet if they were in Louisiana, down on the Gulf Shore, that somebody'd figure out a way to cook them.
Oh yeah, have us a scorpion boil.
Yeah, let's have a scorpion boil. Yeah, a little butter, maybe some Tony Cashier seasoning.
What did they do that? Smoke them.
No,
actually get you hot.
No, tell me, Mario, how fast do they reproduce? And how poisonous are they?
Oh, man. I'm sorry, can you repeat, please?
Okay, how fast do they reproduce? And how poisonous are they?
How fast? How poisonous?
They can kill a child or a old person who have some health problems, right? But about how fast, I don't know how I can't say to you right now. I don't remember. But they reproduce very fast.
Okay,
it's 2 times faster than regular scorpions. 2 times faster.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Man.
Now, Dave, I mean, in Australia, I mean, do you have shit like that? You got scorpions down there? Or what's the nastiest thing you have to deal with?
Well, scorpions, it's one of the few things we don't have that are highly venomous. So everything else will kill you, but the scorpions are okay. Where I am, because I'm down south, we don't get a lot of the really crazy stuff, but the majority of the time, what you need to avoid is the snakes. So you might find snakes in your bait stations or crawling under a house. You might come across some snakes, and you definitely want to avoid those.
Yeah.
We also have mouse spiders, which are highly, highly venomous. And you don't come across those too often because they're burrowing spiders. So unless you're doing a lot of digging, that's the only time you're really going to find them. But we get a lot of redback spiders, whitetails, that sort of thing. But the majority of those aren't too bad unless you're an elderly or a young child, that sort of thing. So,
wow,
that's crazy. That's crazy shit.
Ants, will mess you up. All of our ants sting like wasps. So if you're not watching what's going on, one of them claws up your leg and stings you in the butt. They hurt. They hurt a lot.
That's most uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like velvet ants. It's like velvet ants.
Velvet ants, cow killers. Yeah. I'm situated in the Midwest, United States, in a very odd state called Indiana. But I think the most dangerous thing here is actually the customers. We have a lot of stuff that can annoy you, and maybe give you a nice bump on your skin or whatnot. But no, customers will fucking kill you here. I mean, Yeah, they'll kill you either just like flat out, just popping a hole in your chest, or they'll just grind you down to a nub until you are no more.
Well, the wives, customers, girlfriends, it's all kind of the same, really.
Yeah, but when our wives grind us down to a nub, it's a completely different thing, and we don't mind.
Oh, buddy!
Don't you talk about my nub like that?
Oh,
don't you talk
buddy.
about my nub like that?
I ain't going to say nothing. My wife's listening.
She's listening. Hi, Mrs. Lingenfelder.
I'm proud of my nub. Thank you very much.
That's right. Yeah, and you're not ashamed to call it a nub.
That's nub isn't a size thing; it's a shape thing. So it's it may be big, but it's like a
nub could be
bald, it's like a bald groundhog.
Yeah, or an elephant seal.
Now, Andries, what's the most nastiest thing you got to deal with in South Africa?
Okay, so, snakes. First of all, snakes. The Cape Cobra, boom slang or Cape Cobra is one of the most poisonous around here. Snakes. We got like redbacks, like Dave said. We got a type of redback, a spider. That's also nasty, and then it's called a violent spider. That we've also got over here. That's real nasty, and it'll eat away your flesh. But the biggest thing we're struggling with right now is something that the European Union brought in. I'm struggling to get the name of it right now, but it's banning rodenticides. And California is having a big part of it.
Fuck's sake!
That's a lobbyist group.
We got a couple of rodenticides banned from us right now, and we still got brodifacoum and cholecalciferol and some of those, but most of them has been banned.
Anticoagulant. That's what they're targeting. The anticoagulants. They are.
Yeah.
So in the UK at the minute, the HSC Health and Safety Executive has now put out a survey to all pest control in the industry. And then basically they're saying, is there any alternatives to anticoagulants? And don't worry, we're going to defend our toolkit and we're going to say, you can't get rid of it. You just can't. There's no alternative.
Isn't there like some sort of like vitamin disruptor or some shit?
If you use cholecalciferol, a lot of the time it doesn't work in every situation. You see, it can work on a farm,
maybe.
But in domestic settings, it's quite dangerous to dogs because if they eat it, they're dead.
Oh yeah.
There is an antidote. But you're talking tens of thousands of pounds, not just a vitamin K1 shot from the vet. So we're doing a survey.
No.
So
that's the big thing we're talking about right now, and it's they're saying, over here in South Africa we've got crop life. And they're all about owls and animals and birds, and it's you got to go green and ban rodenticides and cholecalciferol. But they don't. What they don't tell the people is there's if you do get the antidote, it's much more expensive if your dog gets it. And we've got people. I just took over a site this week where you've got that they call it fast bait over here, one of the variants, and the people, they buy the buckets full of it and they just throw it everywhere. So whatever gets to it,
just so you know,
gets to it. There's no bait stations. There's no
the
nothing.
People behind this lobbyist in the EU is a digital traps company. They're behind it.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go.
There's a company that's backing it, and they want all rodenticides banned, so you have to just use pure traps, and you can't just use pure traps because we all know there's shyness too. So that's who's behind it.
Like they get wise to traps fast.
If you look at like the percentages of active ingredient and the body weight of the target pest.
Yeah.
If you're using bait boxes properly, if you're doing your job properly, and you're doing your due diligence, the secondary poisoning is going to be such a minimal. Like, you can feed this shit to the owls if you want. You can take a dead rat and feed it to the owls. It ain't going to do shit to that. Because most of that active ingredient, active ingredient is gone. Right?
Yep,
this isn't the old school
It's been
days.
metabolized. It's been metabolized.
Yeah, it's been metabolized, and the damage is done.
Right.
You know?
It's
all the
all
experts
these
are saying it's not, but
it's all
they
the
can't link it to the actual death. They've just found trace elements.
No,
That's it.
Trace amounts, right?
Yeah,
like
No.
yeah. Well,
And the trap
about the
companies,
experts, Sean, is the experts are not. The experts are making more
obviously,
than
yeah.
what their salary is.
You
say that.
You think about in my area, we've got a big issue with raccoons pulling like resolve packets, soft packets out, and just eating them like they're fucking candy, right? So certain accounts you have to use, you have to go to the hard blocks you can't use, or you've got to figure out a different trapping system. Great. You've got a raccoon that's smaller than most fucking raccoons, brother. You've got a raccoon that's eating this shit hand over fist like candy and coming back for more day after day after day and not dying. Yet you're telling me that hawk just ate a rat that was poisoned and I'm the reason it's dead? Fuck off.
Right?
Exactly. Like, don't take the tools out of somebody's toolbox, man.
But it's body weight versus percentage of active ingredient for one. It's body weight. But on top of that, go ahead.
You're saying, okay, right, so a rat's got to eat a certain amount of the rodenticide to die, and that's fine. But when he dies, now the people saying, oh, but the owls eat the rats. I've never seen an owl eat a dead rat.
Yeah.
They
like their
so
shit
when they're
fresh.
still
They're
alive,
hunters.
they haven't eaten, and most of them haven't eaten enough to die.
Exactly.
Predator prey, man.
The reason they like
Absolutely, without question. And you know, I mean, we're talking 0.0025% of active ingredient in a portion of that. And you know, for them, and they don't even have to eat that much to get a lethal dose. You know, so I mean, you know, granted, it's powerful stuff, but it's not that goddamn powerful.
Well, my thought always was that if you go to like the farm stores around here, you'll find like buckets of Tomcat they sell on the shelf for these people who don't know how to properly apply it, and they'll chuck handfuls of it like in the back of their barn.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if you were to take it away from public access, and only allow professional licensed people to use it, then you won't have that issue. But if you start, you know, letting everybody and their mother with it's like the whole idea with those buy your pesticide online in this little bag, add water, and do your own pest control. That's how you fucking kill pollinators, because you get someone who's scared to death of bees and they're going to hose fucking everything down, and they don't know how to properly use pesticides.
Exactly.
So take it off the fucking shelf.
I dealt with that this morning. I was doing a treatment outside. The lady, they were having issues with ground-dwelling insects. And am I going to go through there with my fucking wand and my backpack and blast all that shit? No. I'm going under, and I'm treating the soil like it belongs. And I'm leaving those flowers untreated for the pollinators there. You know what? Those bees are going to live. And you say what you will about domestic honey, you know, imported domestic honeybees. Fuck all that. That's not what I'm here for. But I'm going to protect them because I like honey on my toast, and I want to keep the honey cheap. But yeah, man, it's like you could treat effectively, but not bother the pollinators by just leaving the fucking flowers alone. You know, just get underneath and do your treatment. You know, none of this shit is to the point of being systemic that it's going to suck up into the plant and affect those things. No, it doesn't work that way. There's only one chemical that does that I know of, and that's orthine. But you know, nobody's fucking spraying that liquid baby shit around.
If the State Department of Agriculture wants to have a class for, say, farmers, people who store grain and things, if they want to do a class, either discounted or funded by the state, to teach some of these farmers how to properly use rodenticides and how to properly use bait boxes and stuff, That's
yeah.
great. Give them access to it. Once they've gone through a precursory class of proper use of rodenticides, but take it off the fucking shelves of the
So
stores.
in the UK,
Yeah, I agree.
Get your license.
So
get your license. If you want to use it, get your license.
Right.
As of next year, see the farmers in the UK currently, if you're a member of Red Tractor under the insurance scheme, they can just go to a farm shop and buy professional use rodenticide with no training. However, as of next year, they've got to have a certificate in a rodenticide course, brand new, for 5 years, or they've got to join a CPD scheme, one of the two. But that also applies to us pest controllers as well.
Okay.
But at least they're doing something. Everyone moans about, obviously, about selling to the public. We have a body called Crew who look after pest control industry, agriculture, and all of that. But the public, the people moan about the public, that's the health and safety executive. And the reason they won't ban the sale of rodenticides and insecticides to the public is they said that we need to provide a cheap way for people who can't afford pest control services to be able to access it. So, you know.
Too bad. Too bad.
Exactly.
That's why we're
bad,
licensed.
so sad.
That's why we're licensed. That's why we're insured. That's why we've got businesses of our own. That's why we go through what we go through every day to try and help you out. Is because we deserve to get paid for all that shit. Because we're not the ones killing everything, right? It's ridiculous.
Now, Dave, I remember the last show you were on. You mentioned that there were things you couldn't use either. Was it glue boards or snap traps? Wasn't it? You told they were cutting the legs out from under you.
Yeah, glue boards, snap traps. We can't use any of that stuff. We are solely basically have to use
for real.
Yeah,
no, not even snap
glue boards.
We can use flat bar,
but they've got a law where you got to apply for a license, and it's a technical block. But they've done it so it looks like they've not banned it, but they have really. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. That's
bad. That's bad.
But all we can use is rodenticides. And you can buy, the public can buy rodenticides in supermarkets and warehouses, not warehouses. We got a place called Bunnings here, and they've just got a huge pest control section. But every time I've seen a possum get killed, a dog poisoned, or any other harm to the environment, it's always the public. Every single time.
Yep.
It's not
Dave, you're spot on, mate. You're spot on.
It's the public and it's Micah Paxman. But we
the bug billionaire.
The bug billionaire. Boom.
Look, get me in the ring with him. I want 5 minutes. 5 minutes for him.
With what you're saying, you're spot on. It's always the public that misuse, and it's like the site I just took over. I can go to the Department of Agriculture and I can report the site, but they don't have enough inspectors and there's not enough money to send the inspectors out. So what I do is I removed all the bait they did, and I started educating them on how to use it. I mean, obviously I've taken over the site and I've got my bait stations and my baits and all of that. But I'm trying to educate them on how to use it thoroughly and how to use it properly, not just to put it out there for anything to eat.
Yeah, exactly. I had one this week where the farm I was at had actually put their own rodenticide into my bait boxes.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
Tracking powder over there.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a tracking powder here that is so strong. It's highly, highly toxic, and they're mixing that with grain, and they're throwing handfuls
zinc
of
phosphate.
It's very similar.
Is it
ZP?
Zinc phosphate?
No,
ZP.
No,
we can't get that. We can't get that in Canada anymore because people were able to just buy it on Amazon and
what
stuff.
What the fuck?
And
they were
ZP
just
is the
doing
hydrogen
whatever with
bomb
it.
of rodent killers.
Oh, brother! If you use that shit right, you're going to
Oh, no, it's wonderful.
whole issue.
You're gonna kill everything.
Man, I did hot dog shake and bake with ZP. I took a Ziploc bag, chunks of hot dog, little shake and bake, put it down the burrows. Man, everything was
I remember this story.
Hamburger.
I remember that story, Jack.
I remember hamburger and baggies with a little ZP, and people back in the day there was a product called there was a chemical called 1080, and I don't remember exactly what it's in, but I know the antidote for it was get your affairs in order. And you basically, I mean, they had dudes, no gloves, nothing like that, mixing that shit with ground beef, putting it in plastic sandwich bags, and chucking it in rat burrows on railroad tracks and shit like that. The old one of the old really oldsters at the Big Green Tea was telling me that story, and I was just like, because I'd heard about 1080. 1080 was gone by the time I got into the business, but oh my God, 1080 was like, sorry for your luck, bitch, you know. So.
No. We still got that in South Africa. They use it for some kind of worm in the orchards, and it's sad because people misuse that shit.
Well, yeah. Anything that's available for anybody to use, professional or otherwise, is going to fall into the wrong hands, and that's the whole problem. You can register a pesticide all day long, and the only thing that's going to happen is legal action is taken against you if you misuse it, and it's usually the professional that ends up paying the price.
Now, well, because we're the ones that carry it all the time, right?
Exactly, right? Yeah. And the thing is, it always comes back to they can trace that. They can trace that supply chain back to the professional, and if it's a professional that's passing it out to the public, fucking fry them. You know?
Someone else did the shooting, but
everybody else.
Someone else did the shooting, but you're holding the gun.
Yeah.
So now, Mario, do you have the same problems with dealing with rodenticides or dealing with rodent issues down in South America, in Brazil? Are they restricting rodenticides down there?
No, we don't have any restrictions. You can use whatever rodenticide. If it is legal, you can use it. You can use glue boards, you can use traps, snap traps, but we have the same problem. There are so many products available for the people to buy at supermarkets and stuff. So, and worst of that, there's a insecticide, a granular insecticide, very, very toxic, and they misuse it for rats. So the rat eats the rats eats it, then the dog eats it, died also, and 2 or 3 it is scaled for it doesn't have antidote. Doesn't have antidote. I don't know the name to say to you guys.
Generation?
It's an insecticide.
Is it a single feed?
It's got to be first generation.
It's a carbamate. Did I say it correct?
Oh. There you go.
I miss carbamates.
Bang.
Carbamate.
Works good.
Granular carbamate.
I miss Ficam.
They buy this, and not we the professionals, but the people in general. They buy this, and the rats eat it and dies almost instantly, and they say, "Oh, this is good," but when we use our rodenticides, they eat and don't die. They say you're feeding them, just feeding them. They're not dying. So they think it's not a good thing. It's not a good product. What they want is to see the bodies on the floor. You know.
Right.
So back in
bodies hit the floor.
back in the day here in Canada, there used to be like warfarin, it was called, and that shit any farmer could buy. You could walk into any local hardware store. Now we're talking like 30 years ago. Anybody could buy a pail of this stuff, and farmers were chucking it in their fields. And the thing is, cows were eating it. So they were finding traces of this in the milk on the shelves. So that's when Canada started to be like, hang on, rodenticide is bad. Well, it's not. If you're not fucking chucking it in the fields for everybody and their brother and their cow to eat this shit. Like, let's be smart about this, and let's be educated about this. Like, guys like us, we've got like a target on our back because we're the guys that have the balls enough to go out and kill shit that needs to be killed when nobody else wants to do it. You know, places like Hope for Wildlife and stuff like that, where they want you to live trap a mouse and take it 20 minutes down the road and release it and let it go into somebody else's fucking house. You know, people like that don't understand until it's their house. And then as soon as it's their house, then they understand. And then they're like, oh, well, we need to call in a professional, right? It's just, oh, man. And it's not getting better. It's only perpetually getting worse. Here in Canada, it's perpetually getting worse. The bleeding hearts are just getting worse. Like, guys like us, we need to be able to go out and do our shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
You need to be able to go out and do it because nobody else wants to do it, right? Nobody else wants to fucking get a half-live rat and just beat it to death with their fist. Nobody wants to do that. I fucking live for that. I fucking live for that shit. I live for that shit.
I'd
So
been
bring
for
it
violence.
on me, right? Bloodlust.
Matter of fact, my first confirmed kill I did with a 2x2 piece of a 2x2 piece of lumber back behind a stack of other lumber at McMillan Blodell in Morristown, Indiana. The rat was stuck. He had both his back feet stuck on a rat board, and he was just like dragging himself. I took pity on him and ended him. It was the best day of my life until I walked out the same day. I walked out, and the state chemist was standing right by my truck, getting ready to find me because my toolbox was unlocked. So I was 6 weeks into my career in pest control, and I was at the Big Green Tea. And that dude he was just out looking for a place to fish and saw my truck. He's like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna see if I can't collect a little money." So I got fined for that and blah blah blah. But anyway, that was a long time ago. God damn, 33 years ago.
Yep. Yep.
Now that stuff, was it related to chlorpyrifos? Because it just, for some reason, I hear that phos at the end. I'm thinking it's something the same. It's in the same family as it. Hold on a second. I was just curious if it was in the same family. Gotcha. Now, Brad, what are you drinking over there?
I was wondering when you'd ask me that. Well, Jack, as most of the time, I am drinking my retirement bourbon, which is Evan Williams single barrel, made in a mysterious place known as Kentucky. And I'll tell you what, man, this stuff it's young as can be. It's bottled in bond, so which means it has to be at least 100 proof or 50% alcohol by volume, much like myself. And aged for at least a week, and it's really good. It definitely defies its age. It's nice and smooth. Got a little bit of a bite, a little bit of a burn, but nothing like you would expect. It's sweet. Still has some of that taste of that smoky taste that you get from hanging around in an oak building for a while. It's really good. But you know what, Jack? I think that burn is kind of the most prominent thing. But I always wash it down with a little bit of iced tea or ice water in my Tony Spangler tumbler from Spangler.com.
Oh, yes.
If you got
refreshing, yeah, I'm telling you what, man, this dude right here, it's something else. I'm gonna grab an empty one here, and I want to show you some of the features of the Tony Spangler tumbler, because this one's full of ice water. I don't want to do all this shit, but you guys got to see this, baby. There it is, Jack.
The rubber bottom, baby.
The rubber bottom. And yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's clean. It's clean, man. I washed it good. I washed it. I put a little bit of sanitizer on it. It's good.
Spit on it a little bit.
Ow, man. Yeah. No chance of pink eye on this one, Ed, guys. And Tony Spangler tumblers are double insulated steel. As you can see, you got the double insulated steel wall. You notice I've not used this one yet because it still has the literature in it. And every one of these comes with a note that says, wash before use, which is, self-explanatory, especially with the rubber bottom. Avoid extreme heat. Hand wash only, which is good. Do not microwave. And for all you Donnie and Breeze out there, do not soak.
All of those things can be applied to your penis.
Absolutely, that's right. So, but this dude will keep things cold for a long time.
Oh yeah,
it loves you long time with them ice cubes, because I've got ice cubes in this one. I know Sunday morning when I wake up, there'll probably be like a couple of ice cubes still left in it. That is the insulating power of a Tony Spangler tumbler from Spangler.com. Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about these wonderful graphics too. I mean, this is the old gold favorite here, the Tales from the Crawl Space one. It's got a couple of hot looking dudes on it. There's one of them right there, and there is.
Look at that sexy motherfucker! Look at that
motherfucker! Man, that's a beard right there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, does that scream pioneer days or what?
It screams sit on his face is what it says.
It screams sit on his face. Yeah, because when you get too wet, you can just wipe off.
That's right. Just moisturizer, baby. Moisturizer.
That's absolutely. Let nature sort it out. Yeah. Yeah. We keep proving Darwin right with every warning label. But I'll tell you what, though. But nothing is more effective and great about the Tony Spangler tumbler than what comes with it. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one and only surgical stainless steel urethral sounding rod that comes with every Tony Spangler tumbler. Let me tell you what. I've had this one. This is the original. This is one of the first ones I got, and this dude right here, the edge on that is just as sharp as when I first inserted it a couple of years ago. And I'll tell you what, it comes clean too, because I can't tell you how many times I've used this. I don't taste a thing. I'm telling you, man. It's like nothing.
I'd show you mine, but mine's in right now. I've got mine in right now. So.
Man, you're doing the show with one in, man.
You're damn right. That's how comfortable it is.
Let's see
That's
if it
how
works for
comfortable. Like I said, it turns my loads into a T-shirt launcher. It's like, that's right.
Right. Yeah. And we're looking forward to maybe in the 2026 models having rifled barrels. I could go for distance accuracy as well.
That's right. That's right, baby.
But these things will clear whatever detritus, debris, or any type of scarring buildups that you have. And as usual, I do not have the usual. They've got them in two different types, straight and angle. But I'm telling you what, the graphics here. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it's like Paula is sitting on my shoulder right now, just like a little carrot.
That's not where you want her to sit, though, is it?
No, but the funny thing is, she sounds just like it too. Anyway, but God love her, and then they've got it, and Tony has a limited edition one that you don't even have to take a suck out of to see if the stuff is cold. That nipple right there is going to tell you whether or not it's cold. If it's sticking out, you've got cold liquid in here.
Eat your heart out, Coors. Eat your heart out.
That's right. Eat your heart out. It don't turn blue. It just sticks out a little bit. You got to be careful because sometimes if it gets really cold, you cut glass with that motherfucker.
Yeah, baby.
Anyway, so I'm telling you, man, the collection. I mean, if you could think it, he can make it. Tony has got them all. I mean, any type of graphic you want. Yes, Rodney. I have a few tumblers. Okay, don't judge.
That looks like my cabinet.
Me. Yeah, William the Merciful, my boss, is getting quite a collection himself. I went ahead and I had the very first one. This was the second one. The first one I had was a Liquitox label, and which was slick. It was sick, dudes. It was sick. William the Merciful's my guy, so I gave it to him for Christmas. And but I mean, gosh, I mean, you saw it. We've got great graphics. We have the rubber bottom. We have double insulating the stainless steel, and we have the ubiquitous, urethral sounding rod. So I mean, if any of that meets your needs, there's only one place to go, folks.
If you got Peronis, reach for Tony. Steal urethral sounding rods.
That's right, boys and girls. That is JT Starry, my son, my handsome boy, my talented boy. If you go to JT Starry VO on Facebook, you can get him to do jingles like that. You can get him to do podcast intros. He can do all of it for you. If you check him out, his music is on 6 Foot Stump. I believe it's both on TikTok, Instagram, and on Apple Music. 6 Foot Stump. You can find the music, his own original music on there. But JT Starry VO for jingles, intros, what have you.
Etc. Yes, and Jack he's always going to be Jack's boy, but that man is a man now. So we recently celebrated his 21st birthday. So he can enjoy legal libations now.
Yeah, Brad was there with us. We got him on video chat while we were sitting out. Had a big old steak cookout for his 21st birthday. It was awesome.
It was glorious. It was majestic, is what it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Your good friend Shaun Muller was with you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man! It looked like it was a good time, and I really appreciate you letting me be a part of it. Because
hell yeah, man!
I love that guy, man. I love him. But anyway, so you see that I tend to drink. So what do y'all do to unwind?
Don't everybody talk at once.
Yeah, don't everybody talk at once. I'm sorry. Let's start with this, Andries. What do you do to unwind? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, you, Shaun?
Gym. I go to the gym. Deadlifting.
And go to the gym. I knew you were going to say that.
Yep.
See, this is great because you and Rodney are right next to each other. This is like the gun show. That's right.
Now, though, Shaun has been documenting his progress at the gym. He's really come a long way. He's been kicking ass. I'm really been proud of him for all the accomplishments he's been making, for sure.
Yeah.
We've had some chats.
A while ago now.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
It's been a bit. It's been a bit.
Oh yeah,
busy season, brother. Busy
right.
season.
Yeah, and you haven't seen anything till you've seen a video of Sweaty Shaun pumping iron.
Make you want to touch yourself.
Oh, stop! Every time, stop! My penis can only get so erect here, you guys.
Mario, how about you? I know you take the motorcycle out, don't you, Mario?
Yeah. I like to unwind. I like to take my motorcycle and hit the road and listen to rock and roll with my girl, and that's what I love to do. And definitely, I must get back to the gym.
You're gonna the gym. I'm gonna get back to the gym too, but yeah, I need to get back to the gym too. Jim Dandy's hamburger stand. But Mario, you say you like to ride your motorcycle and whatnot. Where you live, what's the terrain like? Do you have a lot of have a lot of hills, mountains, things like that? Anything like that around your
mostly
area?
hills, mostly hills, mostly hills, mountains. Not too much. But when I want to go to the beach, for example, I must get down the hill, the mountain. So, but here is more flat but windy, you know.
Okay, but you're within driving distance of some good ride. You're within driving distance of some good. You're in driving distance of some good riding. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's great. Dave, what do you do to kind of disconnect?
Spend time with the family and resin. I got my little side hustle, the crab snapper. Things like that.
Oh, I love those.
Nice.
I love that. See, that's why I asked him that. That's why I asked this question. You guys were just fluff for Dave to show that.
Gorgeous. Yeah, it's Crab Smasher Dyson Resin. I've followed your channel on social media and stuff. You make some really great stuff. You made a set of dice with insects in them for JT, and he absolutely loves them. They are gorgeous. So if you want a unique, one-of-a-kind set of dice, you need to go to Crab Smasher Dyson Resin and get with him to get something, because it'll be like nothing else you've ever seen. It's the coolest damn thing in the world. It really is.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
For sure. All right.
And I think you guys are
big guy.
Huh?
How you heard me, you hoser?
Hey. I like to hit the gym. I like to spend time with my kids. Sometimes I like to shoot guns, man. There's nothing. I may or may not have a little bit of a gun collection, and I do like to make shit go boom. So
I like to make shit go ping.
At the end of the day, I like to know that no matter what, I got shit handled. So I got a little bit of something for a little bit of everything, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm hoping to get out in the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to talk William the Merciful into making the Friday after Labor Day. Close the shop and call it Do It the Fuck You Want Day. We did it last year. It was great. Got to go out to buddy coworker Richard's got a little farm down in southern Indiana that we got to spend a couple days out at, and just had a
William
good time.
fucked himself up though.
Drank some beer and and William almost killed himself. So yeah, it was beautiful. Oh, that leg was a mess. That leg was a hot fucking mess
for a long time.
Safety first.
Safety first. That's right, man. Oh man,
Listen,
it's like no. This dude's leg. He rolled this. He took a 4-wheeler out, rolled it on his leg, and he had a hematoma that looked like a fucking IV bag full of Welch's grape jelly. It was disgusting.
Now, Andres, that closet right behind me, there's a whole bunch of guns in that one. So, and I ain't even anywhere close to Texas.
I used to have guns, but I've got this pond out in front. I was washing them. I was washing the guns in the pond, and all of a sudden, this great big catfish just come and snatched every fucking one of them. I don't know what happened to them.
When I went to Texas, they told me I fit right in. They said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Nova Scotia, Canada." They said, "Where?"
Yeah. And then when you said you were out here looking to buy a hoose, they knew you weren't from Texas. Canada.
Nothing like it.
Naturally,
like
Canada is beautiful, but we usually don't talk politics on the show. So.
No. You ever make your way to Nova Scotia, you look me up, brother. I got a place for you.
There you go.
We'll have some fun.
I still got to get a passport. I'm the ugly American. I've left a couple of times, but that was before I needed a passport to even fucking go as far as Alaska. So yeah, it'll happen one of these days.
I need to get mine soon because I'm planning on taking JT to Scotland here in a couple of years. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's right. Scotland. Yeah,
Awesome.
Just get him down to his roots.
Yeah.
That's right. So, Brad, what are we doing next week?
That's a damn good question, Jack. Hey, guys. Hey, all you international guys, what should we do next week?
That's a good one.
Your best kill. Your funnest kill.
I already let the cat out of the bag on this one, man. That 2x2 with the rat, that was my best kill. My first and my best.
You never forget your first
stomp.
kill.
Nobody forgets their first stomp. Yeah. Curb stomping a rat, man. It's a beautiful thing.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Your first kill. Oh, you could have some fucking GoldenEye, fucking James Bond graphics in the. We
got to get Grace Slick to sing the intro for us.
Look for the man. Oh, that's beautiful, man. That is fucking beautiful. Real quick, I want to do another round the panel here. Let's start with you, Andreas, because you're to the top left of my screen. What is the stupidest thing a customer ever told you? I know you have to pick one. I get it. But, Yeah, that would narrow it down.
So many to choose from. So many.
Okay, let me broaden it. What is a stupid thing the customer has told you that you remember? There you go.
Just don't lick the baseboards.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sean?
So it was in the
what's the stupidest thing?
Pandemic, right? And I'd never heard. It's not rodent related, but he had some rodents in his garden, and this guy was making us, me and my dad, because I work with my dad. And bacterial cleaner for your sides. He was getting me and my dad to spray the bottom of our shoes, wipe them down, because COVID you can catch it through the grass. He made us do it, but we did it. I thought, bloody hell.
Customer's always right, brother. Customer's always right.
I've never had it since. Only time I ever had that.
Oh, Lordy. Wow. That's something else. Rodney, what about you, buddy?
Stupidest thing a customer ever told me? It was a restaurant. It was a pizza shop I was looking after for years, and just went into new ownership. And they were on the persuasion of the I like extra medicine. And I went in and I introduced myself, and we talked about the rats that were chewing through their dumpster because they were dirty fucks. And then they proceeded to tell me the pest control should be free, and they fired me.
Good Lord.
And I happily walked away and never ate there again.
Egads.
Free pest control.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Stupidest thing.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, Dave.
I think the stupidest thing, not something that they told me, but something that they've done. I went to this restaurant. The guy said, okay, I want you to spray around this area. And I'm like, yep, no worries. Sprayed it all out. Went to another area. Came back. This guy's on his hands and knees going, what the hell is this? It's like, something spilled here. And I'm like, dude, you just asked me to spray there. That's poison. He's like, oh, am I going to die? I'm like, yeah, probably. But not from this. Not from this. I'm like, how did you make it to a dog hunt? He's down there licking shit. What the hell's wrong with him?
Sheer luck.
Is this rainwater?
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Lord.
What's this? What's this? He gets a puddle of something and goes, oh, I know, I'm going to lick it.
It's mother's milk. It's got to be mother's milk.
Man. Yeah, the tree of life is self-pruning. You got to take the warning labels off everything. I was gobsmacked. I was absolutely gobsmacked.
I'll bet.
Mario.
Yeah, I was making a rat service in a farm, and the guy told me, man, you got to get rid of these rats fast before they turn into bats and start to suck our blood. I swear to God, he said it.
Stick.
God.
I don't know if your countries
turn into
has its myth.
Oh shit!
I don't know
God,
if your countries has this myth, but here people believe that old rats became bats. Become bats.
Wow.
God, wow. Got to be a fucking urban legend. Okay, Jack, your turn, buddy.
Well, for me, the one that sticks with me all the time was working for the second largest school system in the country. You get kids that get lice at school, head lice. Mm-hmm. And I can't begin to tell you how many times I've been asked if I could treat their kids. If I could treat their children for head lice. Like, yeah, just line them up. I'll just hose them down. You know that brick wall they do dodgeball at? Just line them up there. I'll just get out the power sprayer, just hose all them fuckers down for you.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you can catch a ball, you can catch a spray.
Brad, how about you?
Oh, mine. I've told that this one was actually broadcasted on Pesters in an episode, but this one stuck with me forever. I had a guy come in. He goes, "Hey, I was going in to do his regular service, and that was back with the interior, exterior, blah blah blah." He's like, "I don't want you spraying my basement." I said, "Why not?" He goes, "Because I got something special down there." And I thought he was talking about something, like an old, an heirloom or something like that. No, not at all. This guy is talking about, I got something new out there because crickets and spiders are mating in my basement, and they're making these freaky little things. He's talking about camel crickets, right?
Camel crickets,
the fucking cave crickets, with the big spindly fucking back legs and shit. He's like, he thought that crickets and spiders were in there fucking and doing nasty shit and creating these fucking freaks of nature, right? And he goes, I'm gonna get rich because I'm gonna sell these fuckers to science. And it's like fucking science.
My God.
I said, can you show me one? He goes, oh yeah, you want to see it? He goes, you don't get to take one though, because these are mine. So he puts his Marlboro out, right? and then fucking saunters down. He picks one up. I looked at it and I said, sir, that's what's known as a camel cricket, and they're all over this fucking place. He says, he looks at it, looks at me, he looks at it again, he goes, God damn it. Just get down there and spray them. It's like, dumbass. It's like, oh, yeah. It's like, they're down there just getting all freaky.
Genetic crossbreeding, yeah.
Exactly, man. That's just like a spider and a cricket are down there fucking. And it's like, no, spiders are strictly into oral. And the crickets take it in the ass, so you're not going to get anything out of that.
Not going to happen.
That's right. You might get a couple turds that look like spiders, but that's about all you're going to get. I'm gonna get rich and sell into science. Yeah. But yeah, that's my stupidest thing.
Well, I think we might just roll with your first kill next week on Tales from the Crawl Space podcast. Yeah. That'd be a good one.
I think. Nice. Hey, Jack. Why don't we call the episode "License to Kill"? What do you say?
And the subtitle will be an industry event.
An industry event. That's right. License to Kill. A blockbuster industry event.
That's right.
Brought to you by Evan Williams and Tony Spangler from SpanglerArt.com. Yes. Sure. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I think speaking on behalf of the United States, we have a lot of women in pest control, and they are some ass kicking ladies, and they do an amazing job. We happen to have one on the payroll right now, and she's doing a tremendous job as well. She's bringing a new face to the company. She's really making an impact, and so we're glad to have her. But yeah, as far as the U.S., I'm not nowhere near as many as there are men. It's nowhere near equal, but we've got quite a few.
And gaining more and more by the year, more and more are getting into the industry. Exactly. And the one that's working with you is also one of the two hosts of Pestrogen Podcast, which is a show that's geared towards women in pest, ladies in the pest control industry. So
yeah, it's hosted by Jenny Wilson and Candace Nordquist. Two of my favorite ladies, and so they put out a podcast each week, and it's a really good one, and not as good as ours, but I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's maybe about 78% as good as ours, but nonetheless. So what about Shaun? What about you?
Well, speaking from the UK, there is more and more females getting into the business, but it's probably 5 to 10% at a guess. As a trade body, though, because I'm obviously on the board of directors for the National Pest Technicians Association, we are trying to attract more women into the industry. But it's it's always been male dominated, but it is changing. More women are getting into it, but hopefully one day there'll be a lot more. But all the female technicians and biologists I know are all great. They are. So hopefully more will come.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. Canada.
Ooh, I have personally trained and helped train several women in the industry who are more badass than probably 95% of the men that I've trained and worked with. There is in this industry, there's a special type of person. It doesn't matter if you've got a dick. It doesn't matter what you've got. There's a special type of person. So these ladies, they all had it all, and they were all stone cold killers. So, in Canada, it's probably the same as over in the UK. There might only be 5% in the industry, but the ones that are there and the ones that stick with it are going to change the face of pest control and make it a lot better. Trust me.
Amen.
Yeah, brother.
You know it. Australia.
Yeah, we got quite a few. I mean, it's still a very male-dominated industry, but there are a lot of women in pest control here. And yeah, same.
Great to see.
Great to see.
Thanks, man. How about Brazil?
Okay.
Yeah, I've trained a few people as well, like a few females in the industry, and they were really good. So yeah,
good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All the
How about Virginia? It's not part of the United States.
Well, Mario, how about you? What's the face of pest control in Brazil? Is there a lot of women that do pest control in Brazil?
As technicians, not. I knew only one in 20 years. But as managers, as biologists, there are a lot. Or even company owners.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
what the hell's going on with my shit?
what the hell's going on with my shit?
I'm getting a really bad echo.
Does anybody else hear that?
Yeah, I had it there for a second. I think it's coming from Dave. I had to mute his microphone there for a second.
Oh, okay. But it sounded like me. But anyway. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Same.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
100%.
I agree absolutely, completely. The thing about what we do is there's still kind of a stigma about what we do, and I think that it a lot of it has to do with how the media portrays us, how movies portray us,
Right.
bumbling bug man, blah blah blah, Three Stooges shit, and it's a lot to overcome. Now saying as far as I feel like as far as where we're at here in the States, a lot of it is beginning to change. We're becoming more professional in our demeanor in front of the customer, which has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing here on the podcast. Thank Christ. And I feel like the industry is changing for the better. And I think the introduction of women into the workforce in pest control is a big part of that. A lot of women. I got some feedback from some of our customers when Jenny started working with us that it's nice to see a woman in the industry. To come, I felt much better with Jenny, with a woman in the house doing the pest control, being a single woman, and my husband wasn't home and whatnot. I hear that a lot, and then it's after that the doors open. It's a matter of you as a technician, be it male, female, to go in and finish that image and get it right, and so I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more women in the industry.
Fantastic.
Because of that. Now, mhm. Is it a cultural norm thing with you guys? I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't mean to interrupt you, Andres, but is it like a cultural thing? As far as roles, certain roles for certain sexes. Women do this and men do that type of thing. Mm-hmm. Got it. Yeah. That's what I was kind of wondering. Again, the narrow-minded American here just wanted to know, how that was, and I just wasn't sure exactly, how it played out there. So, I definitely appreciate everybody's candor tonight, and it's been a hell of a show, Jack.
It really has. It's a great first show back after.
Oh, it has. I feel like we recharged, Jack.
Yeah.
I think it had a lot to do with Beef and Floyd.
I'm full of vim and vigor.
Beef Floyd. I was full of Beef, Floyd, and gummy. I was. I think. If you as a podcast host, Shaun, never be afraid to take a little break if you need it. I'm sure you understand that. You give yourself a little breather to kind of recharge, because you want to be good. You want to be good at. You want to give everybody a good show. And Jack and I feel that way. So, besides, we're not fucking getting paid for this.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
That's right. What? And
love of pest control.
I have just enjoyed even the shitty episodes, like the one I had my brother and my cousin on. I enjoyed completely because it gave us a chance to sit around and talk. Just a few guys shooting the shit, and Mario's over there. It's like, yeah, I heard that one. Jesus Christ, but
was kind of rough.
I just wish I could have been like Jack and just sat there and just watched it burn. But, somebody had to be involved, so I decided to fall on the grenade. So first kill next week, Jack.
First kill, yep.
Okay, everybody remember, we're quickly approaching Cheese Stock 2025.
Yes, we are.
There's going to be a cast of few out there, and it's going to be White People Taco Night at Stately Harvey Manor, and we're going to get together, and we're also going to do a show as well there, and hopefully another bourbon tasting, because I do accept bourbon as gifts, and it's going to be a great show. So October 18th, look for that. But as for next week, we're going to go with First Kill. So everybody, Andreas, Shaun, Rodney, Dave, Mario. You got
I like the
Rambo up there. I was
hesitation,
having a
brother.
brain
I like
fart.
the hesitation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, and you too, Rodney. So, guys, I love you all. Andreas, don't be a stranger, man. We're going to ask you back sometime.
Yeah, definitely going to ask you back.
Absolutely. So, oh gosh, the honor was all ours, my man. So always love it. So yeah, everybody, we're going to do this international episode again. So if you hail from other corners of the world that we haven't covered yet, send us a message. We'd love to talk to you, see if you're show worthy, or see if we're worthy to talk to you. So,
fair enough. Yep.
Absolutely. So, on behalf of all of these yahoos here, on behalf of Tony Spangler at SpanglerArt.com, and the people I didn't mention over at Pest Tech US to give us some good tools out in the field. We'll talk more about them later. On behalf of all of us and all of you, we respectfully ask you to bug the fuck off.
Bogo.
Bug off.
Bogo.
You hear?
Okay, that was...
Oh, thanks for listening to Tales from the Crossbase podcast. Jack and Brad will be back next week with another great episode. TFTC can be found on almost every podcast provider available, and you can also find us on TikTok at TFTC 2.0, Instagram at TFTC Podcast, Facebook at the Pest Control Humor Depot Group, and our website, www.tftc.wtf. Don't forget to subscribe and share. See you soon.